Well, we are at the scrapyard today. My weight is 7,960 pounds. I got a huge load out of a garage, and there's a lot of scrap, but there's a lot of good stuff, so I figured the best place to sort it was the scrapyard. So that way I got paid and didn't have to move the trash twice. So that's what I'm going to do on this video. We'll see how much we make. I spent $200 on the truckload. There's a lot of goodies like copper and brass, but I'm not going to scrap that today. We're just going to do the light iron, and we'll see how we do. It's
What's your name?
David.
What do you got?
Light iron. It's definitely an interesting load though. All right, we'll see how we do. Well, this is the load. Definitely a lot of stuff in here. Good morning. How are you? Definitely has I don't know. There's potential. Lots of wire. I'm gonna find a place to stick you guys so that way I can untie this. Alright, got it untied. My bonus piece was the bed extender. It's probably $50 at the flea market. Still has its reflectors, but might actually use it when we go set up at the market. We have like a little sculpture or something to put on the back. Good piece of angle. I have a ton of threaded rod. Might save it. Don't need the screen. Here's a whole little box of copper fittings. That's not. I don't know, it's going to take a minute. That's all #1 copper in there, but all right, we got the crane working behind us. Makes it interesting. I wonder what this thing is. Looks like it. I'm not sure. Let's see if we can push it in. It's got this long handle.
You're looking for copper,
Yeah, I know. You don't see it. Oh man. Well, it's frozen, whatever it is. I might just leave that at the yard. It's one of those things that are worth money, though. Yeah, I can't get that handle to move. Lots of good #1. Ton of pipe fittings. I just don't need them. I know that's also heavy. Good Romex. That's a big pile. That's my whole truck in one scoop. That chisel sounded good. I could sell those at the market. That's junk. All right. fuses. These were all good tools. I had most of the good stuff to the back of the truck. I could use the hose clamps. I don't know, hopefully we get off at least half of it. Don't need that old grease gun. That's all screws. Old vice grip. A piece of brass. Let's go with another big load. Another piece of brass. Thing can pick up some weight. Here's a newer grease gun. I think I could sell that. These are always useful. I got a whole mess of them. Leveling rods, or whatever you want to call them. Can't believe somebody threw out a brand new snowblower.
Motor. He said motor. I said, oh.
What, he said it didn't work?
Look like brand new. He said me motor fucked up. You don't pay five more.
Yeah, that one looks good. Who knows? You know, people are crazy. They just toss it.
Oh yeah, that for
These are actually, see this right here? Those are useful. So I know I have a lot of good stuff in here. I'm just gonna put all my good wire stuff. More brass and copper. Good little hammer. Lock with key. Little brass bucket. Tile cutter, I don't need it. Bunch more brass. I haven't done any storage rooms in a minute. All the prices have been high. They moved everything to going online. I bet somebody will repaint that bobber. It's a good early one. More hose clamps. Man, those are just steel. There's another copper, or brass, I mean. I think there was one more brass one in here, and the rest was the car jack. Ah, look at that. Car jacks are sellable, but we might trade them for these if he doesn't say anything. Just because I know I can sell those. dump this guy right here and use the bin to hold all the other brass and stuff. I don't think there was anything. A couple brass keys. He is loud. It is fun though. My one kid loves when he takes apart the cars. Definitely makes it. That was what was in that bin. Alright, we got a place to put more copper and brass if we find any. I guess this is an old bike seat, but it's an old one. Or a little rack. I think that's sellable. Put that on the hood. Old jack. It's like a blade straightener or something. I think I can sell that. Probably sell that threader. Real big chisel. Hammer handles in the bottom of that. Cool wheel. Those aren't brass. I can show you real fast. See, she sticks. Alright, I think we'll keep the rest of the stuff in here. This was really cool. It's an old brass water pump. No, that was trash. Wasn't sure what this was for. I think it's for like the side for a motorcycle. I think that's sellable. More wire, lamp. I'll just clip that, and it's probably sellable at the market for $2-3, but we got one. Alright, this one's heavy. And see, it was just one little piece of brass. Liberated the lamps. Put the brass in the brass bucket. Wire in the wire bucket. Back to the scrapyard. I have somebody who buys all the little valve things to make flowers. All brand new hooks, those are sellable. And the bat, aluminum. Half a can of starting fluid. Here's a good lead ingot. Maybe. Trying to keep anything I think sellable. solder. Looks like this is gonna live at the scrapyard. I've been doing a lot of scrapping recently. I don't normally film it just because it's all the same stuff. I just thought this was an interesting load. So I guess one's chrome and one isn't. And I'm thinking we have to save it. I still don't know what it does. Sure want to say it's like a carburetor, but that's my guess. Not sure. Here's the top to that ammo crate, so that's good. Little pirate chest. That's good. Oh, these actually sell fairly well, the taps in lots on eBay. You know, you can get average $1 a piece for them. I like the box itself. I guess I'm not going to save it for the motor. Cord right now is $1.20, $1.30 a pound. So I think that's a junk box. A little bit of brass. That was hiding underneath. Good brass lock. And most of it's junk. See, it's all steel. Little piece of brass there. I told you this would take a minute. This one almost does look brass. Let's see. Now, steel on the corner. Missing the tip on that one. Good #1 wire. The rest of that looks like scrap to me. I used to have a guy who would buy the big files, make knives. Put those aside, maybe he'll show up. Been a minute since I've seen him at the flea market though. I didn't see anything else really need to have. Is that wire? No. This is though. I know I packed that broken bucket. That's all mostly good stuff. I wasn't sure if these are aluminum or not. No, they're steel. Sometimes those shelf brackets come in aluminum. Much more wire though. I think coming up, we're gonna go scrap all the wire that I've ported on my truck for years. I got probably, there's a good little motor in that, easy to take apart. These are all wire ties. That's another good box of better scrap. I think if I put those in a glass jar, they're almost sellable. Little sheet metal screws. I'm taking my time today. Too much wire and stuff.
Good for you.
It is hot though. Again, they're calling 95 today and humid. So could think of a better day to sort or go under a tree. But not complaining. I'm happy, definitely happy with these things. It was worth coming to the scrapyard just for them. All finishing nails. Those always sell the little chisel ends. There we go, piece of brass. Chuck. Nobody really uses those chucks anymore. They all have that. I guess if you, that's good for a drill press. I don't see anything else. There's a... Alright, we'll go grab that. It's falling over. I think the bin's savable, or sellable. Get the clippers. Thing had some good weight to it. That's all brass. Brass wire brushes. I think this box here can come off. This actually has a good piece of brass on that side. It's a little pump motor. This is all the stuff for a drop leaf ceiling. Believe it or not, these old brushes have been selling pretty good at the market. Been averaging like $3 a piece. I think my neighbor sells them for $5. Excuse me. I use that electrical tape. handles for the files I always sell. Full can of oil. That's lead. My guess is that hooks to this guy right here. This was kind of nice too. It's a shearer. Bolt that to the table. That's all light iron there. All right. Motors, wire. I guess it's worth saving that one motor. Maybe I'll take it off right now, but don't need the Chevy steering wheel. It's actually a handle for one of these jacks. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna put you on time lapse as I get this center out. I'll show you what I keep. Well, definitely got hot. This is what I kept. It'd be interesting if we, I mean, there's a lot of, this was clean mostly, because I put down this tarp just to show you guys what, all this wire is new. So, there's probably 150, 200 pounds of wire. This is what, we threw off. This is actually cast aluminum. We'll save that. Make sure I didn't leave anything else. Probably could sell this big chisel. I'm gonna leave this heavy piece. I don't know where I was gonna put it. Only thing I can't decide, and I think it's sellable, is this organizer. It's missing 2 drawers, but I do think it's, somebody will need it. That'll be a new truck magnet. Alright, just have to put this on and I'm out of here. I was happy with how it went. This is an old Black & Decker. Really like that brass label. If I can't sell it, I'm going to take that off and scrap it. Just because I like those old ID badges. All right, see how much we end up with. My guess is 120. So my truck's about 1,000 pounds heavier than it should be. I guess that's all the stuff I kept. David.
What up?
That's it. looks like we'll only end up with about $110. All right, let's see if I'm right. So we ended up with $105. They dropped the price by 50 cents, 100. I don't know what for. It seems like cold rolled steel was at an all-time high this month. But all right, we got a lot of organizing to do. I think I got half my money back, and I easily will make the other half at the flea market, plus all the copper and brass. I kept these. I'm thinking they're for a pump, or for like a water pump. I probably should have just thrown them off, but I'll save them for my heavy. All right, see everybody next video. Hopefully you guys like this one. I'm gonna probably go show you my mom's garden at the end here. See everybody later. Peace. Man, it's a hot day. Oh, this was cool. I've never had one. Nice. Look how that's cut. Just that little bit of detail. The shovel's from probably the 20s or 30s, but just that little extra metalwork is, I don't know, it's nice. Everything now is just a plastic handle.